Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people to drink, people AOS, gonna be a late DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised. I'm going down the rabbit hole, not up your asshole. I'm still alive, babies. Now, I know some people out there may have some magical gifts and say, oh, I don't like this motherfucker, even though I heard his disclaimer from the beginning of the fucking video. But the spell will only be reversed back at them. They don't know who I am. So don't be trying to cast any spells on me, because I do not mean any harm to no one, unless people just intentionally don't like me because they are not inquisitive enough to ask any questions. I despise most people, and of course, I will basically, talk to you about it, because I talk about multiple subjects. And of course, when I talk about multiple subjects, I like to keep it, sporadic, all over the place, dynamic, okay? Because I don't want to be like everybody else. All right? And if you don't know who I am, please check my credentials down below. I am the only realist alpha on the internet, because I got videos to back up the footage that I do. Okay, I do things on video. I don't like talking too much without some background, okay? But you know how to read my credentials. For today's topic will be why I don't agree with the Nation of Islam. Now, I joined Moss 22 in Homewood in Pittsburgh. And what happened is that I had a problem with their teaching, okay? I know about Elijah Muhammad, okay? A little bit of the history. But the problem is that why can't it just not focus on Allah? Why couldn't it just focus on the individual Godhead from within? As a matter of fact, let me tell you a peculiar story how I came about to learn about the Nation of Islam. Though I wanted to join when I was like 17, 16, I think I was 15. Okay, I had met this guy off the street. He was doing some bean pies, and he said he wanted to talk to me, and I wanted to talk to him. I was very interested in seeing what this is about. And basically, he's the one who told me about what the terminology of God, 5%ers, yada, 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 10%ers, I don't know. And I remember talking to him at the front of the day when we got something to eat and shit. And he was talking about how he was God. And I was like, okay. And then I basically told him, when I was younger, I had visions and dreams that I am God too as well. So we all are gods, okay? But we had a little dispute there. But he wanted me to join the Nation of Islam. And I said, okay. I have a different belief system, and if I find out something's wrong, I'm going to question it. But then one time, I remember, as I was talking to him, as we disagreed on some of the 1%er thing and the 5%er things, I told him I have no sins in my past, because I was locked away in my past. And he said he was different from me, so he felt himself was better than me, in a sense. Already, I knew there was a form of ego. And when I'm a child at the age of 7, as the indigo, schizo, okay, as for myself, I learned that some people have certain types of ego. And sometimes they need to learn, they want to join an organization or a group just to see where they fit in. So I eventually, long story short, this is a lot of details and shit, because my life is very interesting. So I actually went to this Moss 22, and I wanted to find virgin women, because I was very young, and I was focused on that. I was focused on that first. But the problem was that I was listening to him teach and preach about this Louis Farrakhan and Elijah Muhammad's and there's Allah's. Okay, it was the same repeating nonsense as if the Christians, when I was in the church with my mom when I was younger, and then I want to ask questions, they were not being answered. Okay, I understand about Elijah Muhammad. He did a lot for the black community. I understand that. But there's also other people who did a lot of things for the community too as well. But I'm not going to compare apples to oranges here, but there was some problems. First of all, when I was in that mosque, there was no virgins. There was no females available for me. And 9 times out of 10, when you go to a place of a cult-like fashion or any form of religion, to me, they all are cults, okay? To control the masses, because that's a tool, that's a vessel to be used to help people congregate together, to come together and organize themselves. I believe it could be for use for the greater good or the greater evil. And basically, my thing I asked when I was there was a few things. I have a friend who was Caucasian, okay? And he basically is innocent as me. He has no sins as well. You know, and the thing is that he don't have nowhere to go. So I'm like, for some reason, when I think about the Pan-Africanism that it was inside of the Nation of Islam, I realized there was a conundrum, there was a problem, a contradiction. And I would ask specific questions. And I would say to people, to people inside the Nation of Islam, are you fully 100% African? Most of them will say no. Nobody's fully 100% African. But then I'll ask a question on top of that. I said, why can't my white friend come into the Nation of Islam? Because our whole goal was to try to find virgin women to take care of us as we would take care of them. At that time, I didn't believe in polygyny, but I heard about it. I called it polygamy, but it's really polygyny, one husband, multiple wives. And of course, all boys are interested in that shit rather than just being in monogamous relationships. But there was a lot of problems. They said he was not allowed to come in. And also, I was threatened because I actually was dating a female who was a whore in that place. And they said they would kill me if I hurt my brother. And I was like, why would they say that to me? They would kill me for asking questions. And then I understood how Malcolm X felt. I understood how Malcolm X felt about certain things when he was talking against the Nation of Islam at one time. And so I'm like, when you start asking questions, I don't really care how far a man went to go this place and this place and this place. I don't really care how many people he helped. The whole point is that if the questions can't be answered, and there's some sort of evil doing that's being done by Elijah Muhammad or anybody, it has to be out in the open. It has to be exposed. I don't have those sins in the past. And my friend who was Caucasian, he didn't have no sins either. So there was a lot of problems with the Nation of Islam. And this is why I never really believed in any religion. And it was just common sense. Like, why would you join the organization when you just can't? Why couldn't it be like something like the Black Panther Party? Okay, I respect that more because they're not at least trying to say we're some sort of religious sect by believing in some sort of spook in the sky. Because I don't like that when you use escapism. Okay, escapism is a bad motherfucker. And when you have cultures coming together as the black community or anything, people become egotistical, okay? And that's not a word, the earlier thing I said, okay? But egotistical, and they become full with pride. And this pride can destroy you, okay, my brothers, okay? This 13% of African Americans in America are not truly African. So I don't even like the word terminology for African, okay? Because I am mixed. All right, so I think it's better for us to merge the bloods so we can evolve better. I don't believe in this thing because when I travel to Africa, I don't see no powerful people out there because they've been destroyed, right? Okay, but if they've been destroyed, then how can they say they're more smarter than the Caucasian race? We're not going to discuss that here. Okay, I'm not doing any race baiting or anything. I'm just using common sense. It says that 70% of the world's continent has been conquered by European empire, Roman, Greek / Hellenizations. Empires. Alexander the Great. Okay? Not even the Asians. Can't compare. Okay? You know, not Genghis Khan. I'm not talking about them, but I heard he conquered almost the whole world himself. Asiatic people, Caucasian people, they be dominating the planet, but I have never heard of Africans dominating the planet. But they probably did back in ancient times. But instead of talking way back who conquered who, I think it's all irrelevant because we all have to come together because I believe that people who think inside the box think that we are humans in this world. There's no other species besides humans in this planet. And I consider myself a 1%er. So I don't fit in with the criteria of everybody else. I just don't do it. All right. Other than that, that's all I really got to say of why I'm not with the Nation of Islam or any religious sect. Okay. Because that Hotep shit, that Pan-African shit can get you killed. Got to watch that shit. Okay, you may see a brother that may be black on the inside, but you don't respect it because the color of his skin. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. He can't learn anything in your church. Okay, because you're looking at the color of his skin. And that's fucking sad though. But other than that, that's all I really got to say. So when I see people joining this Nation of Islam, I said that's on them. Let them be whatever they want to be. I don't hate on nobody. I just know your level of comprehension skill is beneath me. Okay. Other than that, that's all I really got to say about the Nation of Islam. Okay? They threatened me when I was there. I actually was threatened. I was like, because I was dating this girl's daughter, and she was whoring around, and he threatened me out of the blue just by because of something with her past. I don't know. But I don't have sins in my past like everybody else does. I don't, because I'm isolated. I don't go and socialize. I was like this since I was 7. You know, a little interesting thing about me when I was younger, I used to wear an Eskimo coat on in 80-degree temperatures. I used to protect myself because I was too shy. I thought myself was unattractive, okay? But the thing is that as I was unattractive, my teeth was kind of busted too at the same time. People thought I was a female when I was younger. But that's a little bit about me, though. I just felt that it's kind of wrong how people judge people on the outside of a person rather than on the inside. That's sad. Human beings are still childlike race to me. All right? And I can't stand people who look at me and they say, oh, you balding, but then I can get their mother, okay, in the porn, okay? Or take your girl away from me because with a simple phone call. But you don't know me. Okay, but other than that, I'm cool. I say that's what this life is about. It's a beautiful, nightmarish world. Okay? I'm myself, motherfuckers. A lot of people are ugly to me. But they'll call me ugly, but they don't know anything about me. That's sad. That's how it works in this world. A lot of biased bitches and beta busters, custers out there, cucks out there, will always look down on people who look different from them. But to each his own. But guess what? I'm going to be creating Monsters on 7 soon, guys. Okay, I have to evolve because I may be losing Monsters on 6 very soon because they're looking at small videos and they call my videos medical. I said, dude, I'm not a doctor. I can seem like a doctor, but I have my own methods of magic and so forth. But other than that, it's not medical. And if you want to call it pseudoscience, a lot of medicines are pseudoscience as well. So you better be careful, okay? I'm not a doctor, okay? So you got to be careful now here. Other than that, I'm out of here, guys, and I love you all, but I hate the many of you, but I love the animals more than humans, but I don't fuck the animals. And this video is about me, why I'm not with the Nation of Islam. Even though some people say, you look like a Muslim. You look like a Muslim. I say, hey, you know, Allah Akbar. Okay, I respect it all, but I'm not down with it, okay? All right? Peace.